Thank you to Vandergraaf for sponsoring this Road to Prosperity video. Visit their website to learn about new innovative conveyor drive technology, delivering reliability and longevity for belt conveyors.
You know, another important part of sort of the whole pie, if you will, and you mentioned it in your third quarter report, is the impact that IIJA dollars will have on public construction, and that stakeholders are, continuing to count on that to provide some stability. Where are some of those infrastructure dollar, or where do some of those infrastructure dollars stand heading into the fourth quarter and into next year? And if those funds are delayed or take a little longer to get out than expected, what kind of impacts could that have on public construction and the industry as a whole?
Yeah, great question. So tell you a little bit of a story. We'll go back to about the midpoint of the year, and it just points of how strong or how aggressive these dollars will be in terms of construction activity. At the 6-month mark of the year, our infrastructure sectors in terms of construction activity were essentially flat when we compare to the first 6 months of 2021. So no real change. Third quarter date came in, and then all of a sudden we were plus 20%. So third quarter just exploded because that's when the dollars from the Infrastructure Act started to make their way down to state and local communities. So that will give the sector, I think, legs over the next, let's call it 6 months or so. So you brought up the great concern, though, and it's a concern we have about the continued delay in the appropriations process, because we need to remember that even though the infrastructure dollars are the law of the land, they do need to be appropriated by the government every single fiscal year. And we know that we're on a continuing resolution right now to fund the government through the midpoint of December, keeping levels of funding for infrastructure level with last year. So we haven't seen that boost yet in activity. Now, we assume that once Congress comes back from the midterm breaks, that they will get on that in mid-December before the new Congress takes over in January. So we're hoping that we don't see the same kind of delay that we saw in the fiscal year that just ended.
Thank you to Vandergraaf for sponsoring this Road to Prosperity video. Visit their website to learn about new innovative conveyor drive technology, delivering reliability and longevity for belt conveyors.